How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another Kenshi video. In this video, I wanted to compile some of my favorite moments from my Kenshi Let's Struggle. I've been making this series over the past couple months, and a lot of people have come out and supported me, and I really do appreciate everyone that did. So, as a way to give some honor to the series and not just write off the I don't know how many days of editing I spent making those, I made this best of montage. If you did like the Kenshi Let's Struggle, I'd highly suggest you check out my Kenshi Becoming King series, or any of the other gaming content on my channel. The goal is basically just to make good content on the games I want to play and represent. And over a couple months, I did learn a lot, and these episodes I feel like did improve a lot. And they of course wouldn't have if I didn't get the insane amount of support to keep on pushing me to make every episode. Without further ado, here's the compilation, and I hope you all enjoy. I was gonna call this a Let's Play, but I realize it's more of a fucking Let's Struggle. During this, we found a Shek warrior called Lassie, I think. I go into the bar to try and get some help. No one helps. No one gives a fuck. Until we had a fucking assassination attempt to go right by my one guy that was on guard. This high paladin comes back to life like a fucking zombie and tries to attack people with broken arms. But he quickly gets fucked up, but because we joined in the battle, I think one of our guys swang and hit one of the Squin guards, so then they just started fucking up all of our guys even more. And this is when Bangs got his limb chopped the fuck off when he was getting assaulted. Genghis Kong gang stomped. I forgot that Lassie still has Crow's Chosen armor. So the moment he stepped out, some 100 guardians mistook him for a Crow's Chosen. Now, I took off his armor, and that didn't make a difference. They took him out, his leg, and the rest of my party. Now, I had no leg in my inventory. I had another member who was missing a leg, and all we could do was patch up, pick up our wounded, and get the fuck back to Squin. Now, you could only imagine Bangs' reaction when this all happened, as instead of him coming in with a new leg, it was only Lassie coming in without one of his own legs to give the news that, yeah, they didn't find any legs and Lassie had lost his leg in the process. Now we made it into a village, and I thought this would be a pretty good place to look. You know, there might be some people here. Immediately, we run into Twin Blades, the supposed person who runs this swamp.
Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
On the way out, I found somebody with a bounty. I decided to try and attack him. Immediately, the alarm was raised, and a guard was ready to attack us.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay with your blood!
After reloading the save, there was a Garu trying to master the art of Shadow Clone Jutsu, so maybe I should have just kept on playing through that load. I wanted to check the bar outside of the hub, and this was a shit idea. Because, well, it started out alright. We first got attacked by a white eyebrow, and I was like, okay, no problem, like, our guys are gonna slaughter him. But then they literally just started, like, popping out of nowhere, and it's a huge fucking war out. Like, within a matter of minutes, everything's just going to shit. Our guys are starting to get really weak, they're getting knocked out, and we're getting our asses kicked, to be honest. Okay, there's only a few of our guys that were really surviving, and then Crow's Chosen came over, and this was when they ganged up on Shaggy and fucking took off his leg. Shaggy was now, I didn't like the thought of sending poor little Beefbot out on his own. He's kind of like, he's the size of a dog, you know, like, you can't even leave him on a leash outside of a bar, like, someone will take him. I honestly didn't know if we'd win this one. It was really just up to B01. He definitely came in clutch and saved everyone. If we would have lost this one, I think our whole party probably would have been dragged off to a slave camp. We had no skeleton repair kits, fuck all. Now, we had a very low chance of stealing, so the alarm was raised, and instantly, he locks the fucking door. And people basically spawn through the door while we're forced to pick the lock and try and escape. We all know that B01 is about 20 units in one. Now, people were closing in on them, and quite a few people were getting knocked out, to be fair, but we were doing quite a bit of damage and getting quite a bit of experience, which was, on the bright side, good. He wasn't taking too much damage, like 6s and 3s, it was sick, but everyone else was getting their asses slammed. Pause. B01 and bangs as fast as they could to go back. Now once they had left, they had picked up around maybe 6 to 12 of our guys and tried to carry them off. B01 wasn't having it though, even though he was being attacked by a group of dust bandits. He chased the slave traders all the way down, slowly, one by one, picking off the ones, most importantly, that had his friends, and the ones that were closest. And B01 was just fucking going ham. Like, this entire time I was laughing my ass off, because I was like, for the love of Okran, I can't believe my skeleton warrior is this OP. He's just one by one disabling every single fucking at the way station. I made a lot of money by selling all of those swords. I'm really hoping the Black Ninja Gennings come back soon. As we're fighting the Hill Marauders, the Holy Nation just decided to come over, because it's also prayer day. You gotta remember that. So they come over and, you know, expect a prayer day, but they get caught in the crossfire, which leads them to be attacking our troops and then attacking the Hill Marauders as well. Now this wasn't good. It was at this point I realized somebody was carried off during that slave raid, and they're being brought to a fucking slave camp. And I hadn't noticed this the entire time. This was like 3 raids ago, early in the morning. Bunch of fucking slaves spawned in, like hundreds of them. I have no reasoning for how the slaves got there. I mean, like, there's enough of them that they could definitely overtake the few slave traders that are chilling there. There's hundreds of them. If you are in a group of that many and you get enslaved by like 5 people, you deserve to be a slave in a way. Can't really vouch for any of them. They knocked out Shaggy and Bangs, and then B01 was just left facing fucking arrow after arrow. So I sent him into the way station because I was hoping maybe the trade ninjas would be like, oh, you guys can't be fighting here or something, and then try and fight them. But they just walked right by it. They didn't really give a fuck. And this led to B01 being pushed into one of the Storm Shack's houses through the wall. I had never seen this before, but this was fucking astonishing. On the bright side though, we did stomp fucking ass. They all got destroyed by B01, Shaggy, and the squad. Starting off this episode, we had a raid from the Band of Bones show up at our front gate. Now, they decided to just run around, and I had all my people at the front gate, so I had to send them to the back gate. But the one nomad started fighting us, and it was only him and his pack piece, but our people were getting taken the fuck down, even limbs flying off the odd time, and it was terrifying. The other nomad though would not go down so easy, and with Beefbot getting up and injured, he ran over to try and help. He got hit 2 or 3 times and Beefbot had died. Along with that, Hobbs was also dead a few seconds later, and it was just B01 finished up the last nomad. And with that, poor little Beefbot lied on the battlefield dead alongside with Hobbs. On the way out, we recruited a robot, and I customized him to my pleasing and named him Beefbot. People were training and researching and mining, and we were slowly making progress. Definitely came in clutch and saved everyone. If we would have lost this one, I think our whole party probably would have been dragged off to a slave camp. Now, rest in peace to Beefbot. He will be strongly missed. Hobbs won't be missed as much because Beefbot was he meant a lot to us, but rest in peace to both of them. A slave raid had arrived at our base, and this was terrifying, as B01 wasn't there. Now, Akrem, this is where he started to show off his true potential. He, one by one, started chopping down fucking slavers, left and right, knocking them out. I never even saw B01 destroy the enemies as fast as this, you know? B01, he's got a lot more health and defense, I'd say, though, and Akrem's more like a glass cannon. He's got a little bit less health, but he's still got high defenses and high attacks, knocking out slavers left and right. That entire time, too, he was one shot. He could have taken one shot to the chest at any moment and just died, but he was blocking almost every single hit, probably taking out at least a dozen slavers. How's it going, everyone? Cool Kid Croc here, back with episode 12 of the Kenshi Let's Struggle. We started off this episode running away from a dust bandit raid from the Holy Nation. We're gonna raid us, so having just about everyone gather together, about 30 to 40 people, I think. I thought we'd probably stand a decent chance. Next episode, though, I'm definitely taking out the fucking gate, because yet again, they stampeded us from behind. So I had to put everybody to the back of my base and move them all there. And with the Holy Nation raid there, I counted out, it was about 8 by 8, so there are quite a bit of people there ready to fight us, about 64 at least, and they stormed our base, and they did the strategic fucking stampede in order to just push a lot of our guys through walls and clip them. It was a very hectic battle. If I do, we'll be able to get some animal breeding going on at our base. Bounce, go wow wow. Not letting any of them survive, just following a trail of blood brought us to the dust bandits who were slowly trying to crawl away. Now I tried to get a cinematic, and they decided to flood my screen with hate messages, more toxic than a 10k viewer Twitch chat. But this strategy worked well, as I essentially couldn't see how many there were. I could only get like a guess, so my people were running away from this blob of dialogue. I also enjoyed myself as I got to watch a starving bandit die and bleed out. Yeah, this series is fucking up my brain big time. This time though, unlike the first episode where they kicked our fucking ass, these guys just got slaughtered. It instantly reminded me of the time they fought us, watching his leg fly over the fucking hill. Oh man, it's good. I also went and did some responsible gambling where I bet 100 cats, won 200, and then left. Responsible. On the way there, we ended up finding a unknown tower that was in the swamp, and we were pretty close to it, so I got closer and saw it belonged to the White Eyebrow clan. Now these motherfuckers been asking to get raided. Decided I would send a creme to run up around the Hungry Bandits, essentially like Call of Duty Zombies mode, and get them in a train, essentially, having them all aggro him and follow him. That way he could bring them back to his teammates. Now, it might have not been a great idea to get around 100 fucking Hungry Bandits to aggro us at once as we're getting shot at, and it's pretty hard to start a fight with them because they're all swarmed up on it. It's crazy. Many fucking corpses, limbs detached from bodies, Hungry Bandits bleeding out as I watched them. And then all in the middle of it, just chilling, there's Bangs, B01, and Shaggy with a nice moon in the background. They're really peaceful. Zooming out, I got a look at the damage. These were all the Hungry Bandit limbs, probably dozens of them just everywhere. Now, like, he's faster than Sonic for sure. I don't think anything in this game is faster than Shaggy right now. He was traveling at like Mach speeds earlier. And people were telling me to go to Vane before. Look what happened, you fucks. This is what happened. I'm pinning it all on people who told me to go to Vane. I'm not taking no leaflet. This was fucking horrible. This is when B01 lost his right leg. I don't know if there's another limb in the game that has 300 health, but that's a pretty big fucking loss in my book. And just conveniently, like a fucking comedy cue, a stupid caravan from the Hives come in trying to sell me some of their shit legs. So Shaggy would go back and fight with blood spiders, but the second blood spider, even though it was incredibly injured, Shaggy would end up going down, and I was terrified. I got Bangs immediately to put on the wheel leg so that he could go to Shaggy, but I knew that Bangs was way too fucking far. He wouldn't make it in time, and no way Shaggy could last like 3 to 6 hours with being eaten alive by a blood spider. Luckily though, Shaggy's toughness was at such a high level, he just got up right away, and with the bandages we had put on him right before we went back into the battle, that's probably what ended up saving him. But I figured out you can move the box next to your character, so if anyone else is having this problem, you know, some 200 IQ plays for you right there. B01 had decided to heal one of them though, as they seem to be from the same series as him. Oh, we had found our first crimper. These guys normally don't spawn with nomads, but one of the mods in my fucking gangbang of mods decided to add it in, so I decided to give Shaggy the top hat, and it looks really nice. I think it's called an Ashlander hat, and it really makes him look great, really suits him. I would then decide, hey, why don't we just head off and go, but when checking Shaggy, just because I thought I needed to check him quick, I noticed he wasn't holding a king anymore, and when looking back at the fucking massive amount of corpses, my heart started racing. This was not really fun. He got up and wandered away or escaped. I had no choice other than to cut my losses, lose the my 2 class weapon, and the Hill Marauder King with his 50k bounty that we had yet to claim. And just to fucking top it off, just put the fucking cherry on a cake, guess who shows up? Our favorite friends, the Crow's Chosen. I was not impressed. I was very, you know, not disappointed because I suspected it, but just like not fucking impressed at all, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Kenshi Let's Struggle. I'm gonna have a new Kenshi series starting up soon. We're trying to do some more stuff with Kenshi, so look forward to that. If you guys haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been leaving on the videos, and I'm gonna try and get some more cool videos out soon. So until next time, peace.